everyone, welcome to a new video of Horilla. Today, let's see an overview of the candidate section in the recruitment module of Horilla. So, under the recruitment module, we have the candidates. So, all the candidates that are available in the recruitments can be found in the candidate section over here. So, this is the Kanban or the card view of the candidates, and each card shows details like the employee's name, their mail ID, the job position and department to which they have applied to. And then in the actions, we have actions for add to skill zone, edit profile, archive, and delete. So, we'll be discussing about this in detail. And then we also have different color indications over here. That is blue cards show the converted candidates, and then we have green for the hired ones, gray for non-hired ones, and red for the cancelled ones. So in the each card we'll be able to view the color, and over here we have the red card, that is it indicates a cancelled candidate. Then we have the green ones which are the hired candidates. So let's go to the list view now. In the list view, we'll be able to view all the candidates, all the list of the candidates, and we have the candidate's name, their mail ID, the phone, the rating. So the employees taking part in the recruitment or the recruitment managers will be able to rate the candidate, and all those ratings average will be shown as the total rating for the candidate over here. So then we have the recruitment in which they are taking part in. Next, we have the job position, and the resumes of the candidates can be viewed from here. Next, under the options, we have the options for to employee. That is, if we need to convert this candidate to an employee, we can click on this to employee and confirm, and that candidate will be converted to an employee. Next, we have the option to skill zone. That is, if you want to add this candidate to skill zone, we'll be able to do that. So that is when we do not need that candidate right now. That is when the candidate is not applicable for the current post, or if we need that candidate later, then that candidate can be added to the skill zone. So we can give the reason over here and provide the skill zones and save this to add the candidate to the skill zone. Next, we have the option to send mail. That is, if we need to send mail to the candidate, we can click on the send mail and provide all these details like the also send to, subject, template, message body. And if we need to provide any attachment, we can upload the file and send the mail to the candidate. Next, under the action, we have the option to edit the candidate's profile. That is, if we need to edit or make any updations to the candidate's profile, we can click on this edit, and we'll be able to make the necessary updates. That is, let's say we need to provide more details of the address. So we can provide the address, and that is, we can provide the necessary updates and click on save so that the updates that we have made get saved. And next, we have the option to archive the candidate. That is, if we need to archive the candidate, we can click on archive and confirm, and then the candidate gets archived. Similarly, we'll be able to remove the candidate with this remove button over here. You can click on remove and confirm, and the candidate gets removed. And next, over here, we have the search option. That is, if we need to search for any particular candidate, we can provide the candidate's name over here, and we'll get the candidates or candidate over there. And then we have the filter option. That is, if we need to filter out certain particular candidates, we can make use of this filter option. That is, we can provide the candidate's email or the gender. That is, let's say we need to filter out all the male candidates. So over here, we can set the gender as male and click on filter. Then all the male candidates gets filtered out, and we'll be able to view the candidates over here. So to remove the filter that we have given, we can just clear the filter. And next, we have the option to filter out the candidates based on their recruitment details, like the recruitment in which they are in, like recruitment drive, future force recruitment and all. Then we have the stage. That is, if we need to filter out all the candidates in the stage initial, we can filter out like that. Then we have the job position, department, company, recruitment managers. So with all these details, we'll be able to filter out the candidates. Next, we have the advanced option. That is, we can set an interview from an interview till date, and we'll be able to filter out all the candidates who has interview on in that date range. So that is the filter. And next we have the group by. That is if we need to categorize the candidates based on fields such as recruitment, job position, hired and all, we'll be able to do that by this group by option. So let's say we need to categorize the candidates based on the recruitment. So let's select the group by field as recruitment, and we can see the two recruitments, and all the candidates has been grouped by their recruitment. So this is one recruitment, and in each recruitment we'll be able to find the candidates who are in that recruitment. So like that we'll be able to make use of this group by option. Next we have the action. So under the actions we have the option to export the candidates. That is, if we need to export the candidates, we can click on this export, and we can add the Excel columns. That is, we'll be able to add all the columns that we need in the sheet that we are exporting. So if we need all the columns, we can simply click on select all, and all the candidates, all the columns will be there in the sheet that we are exporting. So here I have selected specific columns like name, job position, recruitment stage, email, phone, hired and joining date. So these will be the columns available in the sheet when I export the candidates. Next, we'll be able to export the candidates based on their name. So we can provide the candidate's name over here and click on export. So all the details of that candidates get exported. Similarly, we can add the gender. So if we give the gender as male and export, all the details of the male candidates gets exported. So like that, we can make use of these options, and then we can also export the candidates based on their recruitment details. Like we can set the recruitment in which they are in, or the stage. Then we have the option to set the department, job position, start date, company and all, and we'll be able to export the candidates based on that. Also we have the advanced option. That is, if we need to export all the candidates who are in active stage, we can give the stage is active as yes and click on export, and all the candidates who are active gets exported. And then we have the interview from and till date. So when we provide the dates over here, all the candidates who have got interview in that date range gets exported. So for now, I'm clicking on export. I have not given any specifications. So all the candidates gets exported when I click on export. So let's do that. So this is a file sheet that in which all the exported details will be there. So we have different details like the name, recruitment, job position, stage, email, phone, hired, and joining date. So this is how we'll be able to export the candidate's details. Now let's go back. And next under the actions, we have the option for bulk mail. That is, we need to send the mail to multiple candidates together. We can click on bulk mail and provide the also send tool. We'll be able to select multiple candidates over here. And after selecting the candidate, we can now give the select a template if we want to, and we can provide the message body and give the template as an attachment, or we can choose other attachments by uploading. Then we'll be able to send the mail in bulk. So this is how we can use the bulk mail. Next, we have the resume shortlisting. That is, we'll be able to shortlist the resume based on specific criteria for the jobs. So we can select a recruitment over here. So let's say we have provided a particular skill set for that recruitment we have choose, and then after choosing a recruitment we'll be able to upload the resumes over here. So we can upload multiple resumes, and Horilla matches those resumes skills and the skills that we have provided in that recruitment, and they'll provide the matching resumes along with their score. That is, if a resume contains all the skills that we have provided for that recruitment, the score will be high. So like that, we'll be able to shortlist the resumes based on the criteria that we have provided. And next, we have the option to archive. That is, we can select the candidates from here, and then go to actions and click on archive, and the candidates will be archived. Similarly, we also have the option to unarchive the candidates in the actions, and then we have the option to delete. That is, if we want to delete multiple candidates together, we can select all the candidates and click on delete. So let's go to the list view and select a few candidates. We can go to actions and click on delete and confirm. then those candidates gets deleted. So this is all about actions, and next we have the option to create a candidate. So to create a new candidate, let's click on this create button, and we have to provide all these details. So let's say we are creating a new candidate called Jim, and if there is any portfolio, we can add that. Then we have to provide the email ID of the candidate and the mobile number, and also we have to give the recruitment in which they are in. So I'm giving the recruitment. Next, we have the job position. So we can select the job position of the candidate. Then we have to provide the date of birth of the candidate, gender, address, and the source. That is through which source we have gotten this candidate, like whether through an application form inside software or any other source. We can provide that. Then we can also provide the country, state of the candidate, and zip. And if we need to upload the resume for this candidate, we can upload the resume. Next, if we need to add any referral for this candidate, we'll be able to do that. And if this candidate has been cancelled, we can on this toggle. And whether this candidate is active, we can on the is active toggle. And if he's not active, we can just off the toggle. So we have provided the details, and now let's save the candidate. Sorry, since candidate with this email ID already exists, an error has been shown. So let's change the mail ID and save. So the candidate has been saved, and we'll be able to view the candidate from this candidates over here. So this is the candidate that I've created. So we'll be able to view the candidate from here. So now let's go to the detail view. That is, after selecting the candidate, we'll be directed to the detail view of the candidate. So this is a detail view where we'll be able to view the candidate's name, the job, position, and department in which they are in. And then we have the whether we'll be able to see whether the candidate is active or not. Then if we need to convert this candidate to an employee, we can click on this convert to employee button and confirm, and that candidate gets converted to an employee. And next we have the option to edit the candidate details. So we can click on edit, and let's say we need to make any edits to the candidate's address that we have provided. So after giving the updations, we can click on save so that the updations that we have provided gets saved. And next we have the option of for rating. That is, we'll be able to view the rating that has been provided for the candidates by different recruitment managers or the employees who have who's taking part in the recruitment over here. Next, we have different tabs for the candidates, like the About tab. So in the About tab, we'll be able to view the personal information and recruitment information for the candidates. So under the personal information, we'll be able to view the date of birth, gender, address, country, state, and the portfolio. And next, under the recruitment information, we have the recruitment, the department, source, current state, job position, and any referral. Next, we have the resume tab. So if we have added any resume to the candidate, we'll be able to view that resume over here. Next is the survey. That is, if the candidate has answered or given answered any surveys during the application, during while filling their application form and all, we'll be able to view those survey answers over here. Next, we have the notes. That is, if we have to make any communication or provide any notes for the candidates, those notes will be available here. Next, we have the history. That is, all the history of these candidates can be managed from this history tab of the candidate's profile. That is, if you have done any updations to the candidate profile or changed the stage of the candidate, all those details, that is, all those history details will be able to view that over here. Next, we have the documents. That is, if we need to add the document of the candidate, we can add the document, and all the uploaded documents will be available over here. By clicking on this create button, we'll be able to add new documents for this candidate. So we can provide the title for the document, and we'll be able to upload the document. Then we have the ratings tab. That is, the ratings that has been provided for the candidate will be viewed or can be viewed over here. Next is the mail log. That is, all the mails that has been sent to the candidate and all will be can be viewed over here. So we'll be able to view the status of the mail, like that is whether it has been sent or not, and all can be viewed under this mail log tab in the candidate's profile. Next, we have the scheduled interviews. That is, if any interviews has been scheduled for the candidate, we'll be able to view that scheduled interviews in the scheduled interviews tab. And also, we can schedule a new interview from here by clicking on this add, and we can add the candidate's name, the interviewer, and we can provide the interview date, time, and description. And we can also, if the interview is completed, we can on this toggle. So after saving that, the interview gets scheduled and we'll be able to view that over here. So this is the candidate's profile. So this is all about the candidate's overview in the Horilla's recruitment module. So hope it is clear, and thank you for watching.